Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. A beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We have 10 races highlighted by the Just One More Stakes. Let's get right to the track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with the sunny sky, temperatures in the mid-80s, a fast main track, and a firm turf course. First race of the afternoon over the main track at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. We have a field of 7. The betting favorite off the claim, number 4, Killing Them Softly. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start for Skippy is back. Here's Killing Them Softly quickly up the challenge. Away Racing is third, and on the outside, Breach of Duty. Down at the rail, fourth, High Rapid Lady. Forest Pike between horses is now fifth. She's the Winner is second last, and BL's Wagon is last of the lot as they go to the half-mile pole. They're chasing the first race favorite, Killing Them Softly, and Luis Saez. They lead 3 parts of length. Skippy is back. Kept on as well, second. Down at the inside, and a joint third is High Rapid Lady with Breach of Duty on her outside. Followed fifth by Forest Pike, and the 2 at the back are She's the Winner, and at the back, BL's Wagon. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Killing Them Softly leads it by a length and a half. Skippy is back as All In second. Up the inside, High Rapid Lady now takes over second. 4 wide and trying to run on is Forest Pike just to her inside, Breach of Duty as they come past the quarter-mile pole. Killing Them Softly continues to lead. Here's a challenge from High Rapid Lady, who's coming on in the lime colors. Over the top and Forest Pike, Breach of Duty between horses. Killing Them Softly is All In. Taking over the lead is High Rapid Lady. On the outside in Forest Pike, then Breach of Duty, even BL's Wagon for a minor award. In deep stretch, High Rapid Lady has the lead. Juan Leva and High Rapid Lady will win it. Forest Pike second, BL's Wagon third, ahead of Breach of Duty fourth. Killing Them Softly, the first race favorite, completes the high five in 1:13 flat. Favorite faltered at the top of the stretch, and that allowed the 5-1 upsetter High Rapid Lady to roll for the score under jockey Juan Leva, trainer Joe Russo, and Dream On Racing. Number 2, Forest Pike was second, ahead of the 3, BL's Wagon, who rallied from last to get up for third. To the second race we go at 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch number 7, My Johnny Be Good. Betting favorites included 1, Roll on the Navajo, and 2, Fast Falcon. And they're off. From the inside, Roll on the Navajo puts ahead in front early. From the outside, Scam. From between them, it's Bocati. Unseating the rider was More Applause. More Applause has unseated the rider. He is sitting up at the back. Up front, the gray, Roll on the Navajo leads by ahead, Bocati second. Good trip for Bezod's Pride behind the speed third. 3 better than Scam, and Fast Falcons at the back. Again, More Applause lost the rider. Around the far turn they go, 22 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. Roll on the Navajo, leads it by a neck. From the outside, Bocati is second. Bezod's Pride is asked to keep up third. Stretch of 4 to Scam, and Fast Falcon begins to put in a charge from the back as there's 5/16 to go. Roll on the Navajo has the lead by a head. Bocati getting serious from second. Bezod's Pride is All In third. Fast Falcon running on from the back and wide on the course and trying to move up is Scam after a 46-second half mile. Into the stretch, Bocati puts ahead in front. Roll on the Navajo tries to answer the challenge from second. Over the top at Scam. Fast Falcon's up the inside. Here comes Scam rolling on the outside under Angel Moreno, and Scam just took the lead. Bocati's back to second. Then Roll on the Navajo and Fast Falcon. Scam wins it easy. Up second, Bocati third. Roll on the Navajo fourth was Fast Falcon in 1:11 and 3. 4-1 surprise in today's second race. Number 6, Scam, shows new tactics, rallying from off the speed to get the score under jockey Angel Moreno for trainer Luis Luna and Harvey Tenenbaum. 5, Bocati second, ahead of 1, Roll on the Navajo, who faded to be third. We'll take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you turf racing when the Wednesday card continues right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is. These horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back for the third race, a starter allowance optional claiming event at 1 mile over the turf. A field of 7. Favorites included number 1, Air Bueno. Number 4, Class and Cash. And The gray, Class and Cash, heads off for the early lead, but here's Rizwan moving to challenge. From the outside, Imperial Warrior is now third. Tucking in fourth is Air Bueno, a length better than Indian Guide. Second last is Royal Blessing, and the early trailer, Quiet Force. Into the first turn, and up top, it's Class and Cash to lead it by 2. Rizwan is second. At the inside, Air Bueno is third. Imperial Warrior is now racing from fourth, followed by Indian Guide. Second last and on hold is Royal Blessing, and Quiet Force has the inside position, but is last of the 7, about 5 lengths off the lead of Class and Cash. It's Class and Cash and Jose Lescano into the backstretch with a length and a half advantage. From the outside, Rizwan second, Air Bueno getting a good trip early by Zayas. Third behind the speed, followed by Imperial Warrior and Indian Guide. Then the 2 at the back, Royal Blessing and Quiet Force. No change in the plot with less than half a mile to go. Class and Cash still the one to gun down. He leads it by a length and a half. Rizwan second, Air Bueno third. Imperial Warrior is fourth. Indian Guide starts to look for a little racing room from fifth. Back sixth is Quiet Force, and seventh and last is Royal Blessing as Class and Cash has the lead. Class and Cash to the top of the stretch, lets out a notch and opens 2.5. Rizwan second, Air Bueno third, then Indian Guide. Running on from the back is Quiet Force as they swing for home. Up top, the leader Class and Cash by 2.5. Set down driving is Air Bueno, but he's making no impression. Indian Guide third, then Rizwan and Quiet Force, but Class and Cash with a gate-to-wire romp. He won it by 3.5. Second, Air Bueno. Third, Indian Guide. Fourth was Rizwan, and fifth, Quiet Force.
A tour de force in today's third race from number 4, Class and Cash, who rolled along up front and was never seriously threatened under jockey Jose Lescano for trainer Jane Sibeli and owner Edward Short. 1, Air Bueno second, ahead of 2, Indian Guide, who ran third. Fourth race of the afternoon was the Wednesday feature race, the Just One More overnight stakes for 3-year-olds at 1 mile. Scratch the 4 weight, a field of 5. Bettors had it as a 2-horse contest between the comebacker, Third Day, and from the outside, Basha.
They're off in the Just One More stakes. Bobbling and stumbling a bit at the start was Quinientos. Third Day begins nicely. Here's Woodrow from down toward the inside. Basha is not far away out in the center of the course, and Barry Carafin Betts joins the party. So it's Woodrow and Barry Carafin Betts who land in front of Basha, who races from third. Third Day on the comeback is second last in the early stages of this race. The early trailer is Quinientos. Past the opening quarter, after the opening quarter went in just 24 and 3. The leader is Longshot Woodrow by a neck. Barry Carafin Betts is second. Bosch is a 3-wide third. Pocketed up fourth is Third Day, within 2 lengths of the lead for John Velasquez, and trailing the field while trying to move up on the inside is Quinientos. To the half-mile pole they race. They continue hot and heavy up front. Woodrow passed now by Barry Carafin Betts. Jaramillo moves right now on Basha. He's into second after a 47 1/2 mile. Third Day was put into the clear by Johnny V and starts to get a bit more interested. He's 3 lengths off the lead. Quinientos is out of last. Woodrow backs off the trail with Barry Carafin Betts trying to spring the upset. 5/16 from home. Barry Carafin Betts leads. Basha second. Third Day winding it up while 3 wide on the outside with a 1/4 mile left to go. These 3 to settle the score. Barry Carafin Betts, the Texas bred, the one to reel in. Here's Third Day launching an attack on the outside. Second, they moved away from Basha. Then Quinientos. Barry Carafin Betts fights on. Third Day trying to press past Barry Carafin Betts. Third Day, nip and tuck, 16th pole. Barry Carafin Betts is extra game, but Third Day's too much. Third Day gets the win from Barry Carafin Betts, then Basha and Quinientos at 136 and 4.
Good performance off the layoff today from number 2, Third Day, who makes his second start a winning one under jockey John Velasquez for trainer Todd Fletcher and owner Spendthrift Farm and Town & Country Racing. Take nothing away from Barry Carafin Betts. He stepped his game up to get second ahead of the 6, Basha, who ran third. To the 5th race we go now. Race 5 at 1 mile. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 5, Circuit. Heading choice number 3, Beckett.
And they're off. Bounced around at the beginning was Vintner Special. You're My Destiny from between horses is reaching up for the early lead, but quickly up to take over is Beckett. And Beckett is offensive-minded on the drop-in class and leads the way by 3 lengths early. Vintner Special is racing third behind You're My Destiny, who's now second. Then in between horses moving up is Philly Billy. Moving out the rail, that's Sylvester Yoli. Also in that second flight of runners is Ruby Lion. 3 lengths back to the 2 at the back, You Can Do Magic and True Temptation. The opening quarter was 23-4. Down the backstretch they continue, and Beckett is loose up top with a 3-length lead. You're My Destiny second, Sylvester Yoli is third. Philly Billy is next. Wide on the course is Vintner Special trying to improve. Ruby Lion between horses. Running on a bit from the back is You Can Do Magic, and trailing is True Temptation, and there's less than half a mile to go. 47-2 for the opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. Beckett has the lead by a length. You're My Destiny is all in second. Back to third is Sylvester Yoli. Trying to run on from fourth is Vintner Special. Ruby Lion is now fifth. Coming on from sixth is You Can Do Magic as they run to the top of the stretch. Beckett is now all in. You're My Destiny just took the lead. Here's Vintner Special with the move on the outside. Sylvester Yoli is back for more inside after 3 quarters and 1:13-2. They turn for home. Vintner Special under vigorous presser from Tyler Gaffleone tries to collar You're My Destiny up front. You Can Do Magic in Sylvester Yoli third and fourth, and hitting the front is Vintner Special. You're My Destiny is still right there second. Then Sylvester Yoli and You Can Do Magic, but Vintner Special has the lead. Vintner Special and Tyler Gaffleone will win it. You're My Destiny second. Third, You Can Do Magic. Fourth, Sylvester Yoli in 1:41-1.
Favorite went too fast too soon and folded up as they moved to the far turn. That allowed the victory to go to 9. Vintner Special, who was taken off the pace today by Tyler Gaffleone, and got the victory. Trainer Ron Spatz and owner David Romanek. Second, the 4, You're My Destiny, who is sitting on a win, ahead of the 6, You Can Do Magic, who rallied to be third. Yearly pick 4, $161.70. Yearly pick 5, $1,382.10. We'll take a brief time out. When we come back, we'll bring you the late pick 5 on the Wednesday card from South Florida right after this.
Passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6, maiden claimers at 6 furlongs. A field reduced by 1. Scratch the 6, Alarcon. 7 went to the gate. Favorites included 2, Nuclear Fusion, and 8, Air Drosselmeyer.
And they're off. Blasting out of the gate is Air Drosselmeyer. He opens a length and a half in a hurry. From the inside, Rosebud's High is away in the top flight, then Nuclear Fusion. Up on the outside, Tom Liz is a 3 wide fourth, followed by Magic Dollar and Local Legend, and trailing the field is Miss Patty. Down the backstretch they go. Sharp early, Air Drosselmeyer to the half-mile pole with the 2-length lead. In between horses, Nuclear Fusion, 3 wide Tom Liz. Rosebud's High's at the rail, inside a half a mile away. Magic Dollar is being eased at the back of the pack with Local Legend just in front of that one, and Miss Patty is the trailer. 22-4 for the opening quarter speed. There's less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Alberto Delgado and Air Drosselmeyer have led from the outset. They lead by 2. 3 wide and coming on is Tom Liz. Nuclear Fusion between horses. Rosebud's High is at the rail with a 1/4 mile left to go. The whip is out on the top 4. Air Drosselmeyer tries to hold firm. Off cover, here's Rosebud's High to take a shot second. On the far outside and Tom Liz. In between them, Nuclear Fusion. Then comes Local Legend. Inside the funnel furlong. The leader now is Rosebud's High. Trying to fight on is Air Drosselmeyer. Then Tom Liz and Nuclear Fusion. They come to the finish, and the leader and winner is Rosebud's High. Rosebud's High to win it, and win it by 2.5. Tom Liz second. Air Drosselmeyer third. Then Nuclear Fusion and Local Legend at 1:12-4.
Number 8, Air Drosselmeyer, was a touch short in the comeback try, and that allowed number 1, Rosebud's High, to roll past for the score, giving Tyler Gaffleone back-to-back scores for trainer Jessica Capitelli and owner Larry Knight Sr. 3, Tom Liz, moved up to be second ahead of the 8, Air Drosselmeyer, who faded to be third. To the 7th race we go on turf at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. A field of 8, the odds-on choice at 2-5. Number 4, Stay Safe Kitten.
And they're off. From the inside, Flying Dude gets the first call. Moving between horses here, Stay Safe Kitten to take over. Little Shade comes away in the top flight. Little Shade and Stay Safe Kitten 1-2 in the run to the first turn. Away in third now is Beyond Sway with Flying Dude down at the inside, racing only 2 lengths off the lead. Followed by stablemate Flying Girl, then comes Beautiful Alley. Out a bit wide is All Irish, and Patrona saves ground and now splits horses. It's a controlled early pace with only 4.5 from first to last. They run into the backstretch. Little Shade has the lead by a length from the odds-on favorite. Stay Safe Kitten, who races in second. Down at the inside, Flying Dude is third, 4 wide, All Irish. Moving between horses is Beyond Sway. Beautiful Alley is 3 wide. At the back are Patrona and Flying Girl. 24-1 for the opening quarter speed. There's less than half a mile to go. At 11-1, it's Little Shade who has the lead. Stay Safe Kitten is second through a 48 3/2 mile. Down at the inside, Flying Dude third. All Irish will be wide on both turns while racing in fourth. Then Beautiful Alley and Flying Girl. From the back in Patrona, and Beyond Sway drops to trail as they round the far turn. May move to the top of the stretch. Here's the move from Stay Safe Kitten on the attack to try to get to Little Shade. 2 lengths back to Flying Dude third. Then Flying Girl and Patrona after 3 quarters. In 1:12 they turn home. Stay Safe Kitten launching an attack at the leader, Little Shade. Little Shade battles on. Stay Safe Kitten is right there second. Now third is Flying Girl. Flying Dude is now fourth. Stay Safe Kitten with a narrow lead, but he's not home yet. Battling on Little Shade. Late run from Flying Girl. Here's the finish. Stay Safe Kitten. Stay Safe Kitten saved by the wire to get the score. Close for second. Little Shade or Flying Girl in 1:36-2.
Number 4, Stay Safe Kitten had to work at 2-5, but got the job done by a narrow margin under jockey Jose Ortiz for Ken and Sarah Ramsey and trainer Mike Maker. Second, number 3, Little Shade ahead of the 1, Flying Girl, who ran third. Stablemate to that runner, 2, Flying Dude, finished fourth. On to the 8th race we go, 5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. A field of 9. Favorites included 2, Indominus, and 7, Lucent Lady.
And they're off. From the outside, Lucent Lady wins the break and goes looking for the lead. Up to challenge from between horses Indominus. Moving at the rail, 6 tons of fun and away racing fourth, Gillette Q. They're followed 2 behind by Starship Reina, who's now 5th. Like a Charm moves through to be 6th. To the outside, Cowtown Jane is now 7th. The Red Tour is 8th. And Tiz Jet is last of the 9 as they speed around the far turn. Toward the inside, 6 tons of fun and the 2-path Indominus. They're stride for stride, working 2 better than Lucent Lady in third. Running on from 4th is Starship Reina to the inside of Gillette Q, then Like a Charm and Cowtown Jane with a 1/4 mile to go. The top 2 continue to tussle. Indominus and the yellow blinkers puts ahead in front. Battling on second, 6 tons of fun. Down the center, Starship Reina. Off cover and Lucent Lady, Like a Charm from 5th. Final furlong, Indominus striding to a clear lead now. Down the outside and Starship Reina from between them, Lucent Lady, but Indominus is clear to the wire. Indominus wins it by 2.5. Starship Reina second, Lucent Lady third. Close for 4th, Like a Charm or 6 tons of fun in 56 flat.
Good run today from number 2, Indominus, who pulls away for the score under jockey Edgar Zayas for owner-trainer Gary Jackson. 5, Starship Reina shook loose to get up for second ahead of 7, Lucent Lady, who was a 1 pace while third. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll bring you the late daily double on Wednesday's card from Gulfstream right after this. Back now for the 9th race on the program, an allowance optional claiming event at 6 furlongs. A field of 8, rider change on 2, Nias to Jorge Ruiz. Favorites included 5, Dreaming of Nino, 6, Prudhoe Bay.
And they're off. From the center, Dreaming of Nino gets the first call. Moving up on the outside, Call to Honor is away well. In between horses, races Social Roy. Prudhoe Bay is not far away. At the inside goes Chief Envoy. Stretch of 2.5 to Wild Good, who's off the speed today while racing third last. Second last is Big Boy Bruno, and Nias is the trailer as they go to the half-mile mark. Dreaming of Nino leads 3 parts of a length. Call to Honor is second. A joint third, both Social Roy and down inside Chief Envoy. From fifth, Prudhoe Bay. Down at the inside, Wild Good is next. Stretch of 4 to Nias and Big Boy Bruno. 22 and 2 for the opening quarter speed, less than 3/8 of a mile to come. Up top, Dreaming of Nino. Jockey's looking everywhere for competition. There just isn't any right now. Racing second is Call to Honor from the outside, and now third is Prudhoe Bay's put to the ride. And then Wild Good. Social Roy's been banged around for about 3 furlongs. Then at the inside, Chief Envoy as they turn home. Dreaming of Nino slips away to a 4-length lead now. Then to the outside, Prudhoe Bay. Down at the inside, Wild Good. Call to Honor between horses. But this was a stroll for Dreaming of Nino. Dreaming of Nino left alone up front, and a gate-to-wire winner by 4 in the end. Prudhoe Bay second, Call to Honor third, then Wild Good in 110-1.
Nice performance today from the veteran campaigner Dreaming of Nino, who makes it 2 for 2 in the new barn of Safi Joseph Jr. and owners Drawing Away stable. Paco Lopez on board for the winning ride. He looked over his shoulder turning for home and realized there was no competition coming. 6, Prudhoe Bay was second ahead of the 3, Wild Good, who ran third. To the 10th and final race we go on the turf at a mile and the 16th. Maiden Claimers in for a $25,000 price tag. We had a field of 9. Paco Lopez picks up the call on the 4, Palongo. The betting favorite on the drop in class, number 1, Soaring Now.
And runners away. Good start inside for Anthony Lass, who's heading off for the early lead. Here's Don't Believe Watch, moving up on the outside to get second early from Don't Talk Back, who's away racing third. Soaring Now, down at the inside, is well spotted in the early stages, running into a pocket behind the leader, racing only 2 lengths off the lead. Followed by the team of Mari and Royal Chapeau. A bit wide through the initial stages here was Prado Vision. Palongo saved ground while down toward the rail, and the early trailer is Icy's Surprise. They bend into the backstretch, separated by 7 lengths through the opening quarter in just 24 and 4. Up front, Anthony Lass leads narrowly. Don't Believe Watch on the outside second. On the outside third is Don't Talk Back. Then Soaring Now, racing from fourth and only 2 behind. Stretch of another 2 to Mari with Royal Chapeau. Then Prado Vision and Palongo, and Icy Surprise is last. The race to the half-mile pole in the Wednesday finale. Anthony Lass getting to carve her own fraction. She leads at 3 parts of a length. Don't Believe Watch tries to keep her on as second. Soaring Now has had the best seat in the house behind the speed third. From fourth and outside, that's Don't Talk Back in front of an improving Prado Vision. Then Royal Chapeau. That's all for Mari. Tapping on the brakes was Palongo with Icy Surprise. They went 49 and 4 for the opening half mile. Advantage to the leader, Anthony Lass, who's woken up top by Alvarado Jr. Don't Believe Watch is there second. Soaring Now will have to quicken from third on the outside and coming on fourth. That's Don't Talk Back. Fifth is Prado Vision, who swings to the center for Lannery, and they turn for home. Up front, it's still Anthony Lass with a length to work with. Don't Believe Watch trying to spring the shocker, and Prado Vision is on the grandstand side. Soaring Now is next. In deep stretch, getting tight up front. Anthony Lass is still there. Here's Prado Vision surging. Anthony Lass, Prado Vision. Oh, very close. Very close indeed between Anthony Lass and Prado Vision. Too close to call in 1:43 and 4.
Trouble run last time out for number 6, Prado Vision. Today she gets a much better trip, and she's up in time under jockey Corey Lannery, and trainer Dale Romans, and owner Frank Jones Jr. Heartbreaking loss today for number 2, Anthony Lass, for second ahead of the 9, Don't Talk Back, who was narrowly up third. 1, Soaring Now, had to settle for fourth. Late pick 5, $105.70. The Rainbow 6 got hit plenty of times for a 20-cent return of $126.66. Triggers a Thursday carryover of $10,770.59.
That's it for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Thursday. 11 races and first post at 12:35 p.m.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.